Assalamualaikum everybody, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Raida. In case you missed it or haven't been here before, last week I posted a video on simplifying your life and like little tips and tricks to do so make sure you check that out after you finish with this video. Lately I've been breaking out, I've been having a really hard time focusing at work, I've been feeling kind of sick, and I haven't really been present with the people around me, and I think that I haven't really been treating myself all too well. I feel like I haven't been taking care of myself. So today I'd like to talk to you about self-care. Firstly, as a reminder to myself, but also as a reminder to all of you. Self-care, there's this weird image about self-care, that it's something that's really indulgent, that it's a luxury. A lot of us think that, self-care isn't something we can really afford because self-care is something to do with maybe going to an expensive spa or paying for yoga classes that are pricey, or it's something that we can't make time for or don't have time for because we're too busy taking care of family, or we have work, or we have school, and we've just got all these other responsibilities to take care of. But self-care can be really easy to incorporate throughout your day, and really it's all about prioritizing little things that really help to take care of you and your needs, because self-care is the most basic way to meet your needs and to ensure that you are well and safe, however it may be. And I know that we all live with different circumstances, so that might look different for everybody, and that might mean a different level of safety or wellness for each person, but it's step forward in taking care of yourself and making sure that you can reach your optimal, potential. Self-care, again, is easily incorporated into our everyday lives. So, welcome to Self-Care 101. There are 5 different dimensions to self-care. There's physical, social, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. Today, I want to talk about different ways that you can incorporate activities that help you take care of yourself, and some of these will encompass these different dimensions. And when you are hitting all 5 of those dimensions, when you're incorporating activities of self-care that nourish you emotionally, socially, intellectually, spiritually, and physically, you are really taking care of yourself in all aspects of your life, and you're really nourishing yourself. So without further ado, here are easy ways to take care of self-care, here are easy ways to take care of yourself. First and foremost, when you wake up in the morning, smile at the mirror. Like, look at yourself and smile, and just be genuinely happy to see yourself. Tell yourself you've got this, today's gonna be a good day, and starting off with positivity really sets your mindset so that you are ready to take on whatever there is within your day. After that, make sure you stretch. Feel all of your limbs loosen as you do so. Let your spine crack as you breathe and sit up straighter, and just take the time to feel each muscle and be present in doing so. Feel your body, know what your needs are, figure out if you're feeling okay that day or not, and stretching is the perfect way to do so. It really just is a time for you to breathe and feel and be present with your body. Make sure that throughout the day, especially in the morning when you wake up, hydrate. Drink water throughout the day, because this is something that will really nourish your body. You need water more than you need food. And that isn't to say that you could survive just solely off of water, but water is essential to human life. So make sure you take care of yourself by drinking water throughout the day. I think I read somewhere that if you take your weight and divide it in half, that's how many ounces of water you want to drink throughout the day. And I'm nowhere near accomplishing that. That's something I actually struggle a lot with, but that's something that I'm hoping to do. So I've bought different water bottles to try to maybe maximize my water intake throughout the day. Something I'm thinking about and working on, but don't forget to drink water. Another way you can incorporate self-care is treat yourself to your favorite meal and don't feel guilty. Don't do this every day, especially if your favorite meal is something that may not make you feel good in the end. It might not be something that's good for your stomach, maybe it makes you unsettled if you're lactose intolerant and you like cereal and milk. Let yourself enjoy the things that you eat and be present as you eat, because really it's an experience to enjoy. And if you end up feeling guilty about the things that you eat or ingest, it's really kind of a cyclical mindset for you, and that can really be a harmful way to think about food and your relationship with food. This is something I want to talk more about later, so stay tuned for more about food, my relationship with food, dieting, health, and that sort of thing, and image. But yeah, just make sure that you allow yourself to enjoy the things that you eat and ingest, because it's really important that your relationship with food is good so that your relationship with yourself is good. Move your body, even if you don't feel like it. Maybe go outside and take a walk, or just run around a little bit. Jump up and down in one spot and see how you feel after. It's really good to get the blood pumping. Sometimes you'll feel silly, but feeling silly is nothing bad at all, and it can be a really good way to just break up your day and have some activity. I know that for myself, it's really hard for me to exercise sometimes. I psych myself out if I have like a long playlist of workout videos I want to follow, and say like I have an hour's worth of videos I want to follow. I'll psych myself out and say that's a lot, or I don't think I can get through it, or like when I start it, I don't get past like a minute of it because I'm thinking like, I can't do it. But if you just get active in other ways, get creative with how you move, it gets a lot more fun and easy to do. Another way to incorporate self-care, and I mentioned this in Simplifying Your Life, is to break up your goals into smaller tasks so that you have like a little task list or a to-do list that you can just check off throughout the day or throughout the week so that you accomplish whatever you're working towards. Breaking it down into smaller tasks helps you to feel more prepared to take it on, and makes it seem more achievable, if that makes any sense. It helps you also to limit your procrastination, or to reduce your procrastination. Even if you thrive on procrastinating and that little bit of pressure that comes with doing things last minute, in the end, it's a really bad habit to form, and it's really not conducive to getting things done in a way that allows you to move forward more quickly and to advance and to really give yourself the time to indulge in other things. And if things don't turn out as expected, don't beat yourself up for it. Sometimes life comes with failure, so make sure that you are really just letting yourself learn from your experiences and not beating yourself up for things not turning out the way you might have wanted it to turn out. If there are hiccups in your experiences, if there are hiccups in your journey, don't let that stop you. It's really important that you leave what might have happened behind and keep moving forward, because that's where you should invest your energy. Another way you can practice self-care is to tidy your space. So that can be as simple as putting away the laundry that you just did last week, doing the laundry that's been sitting there for maybe a couple of weeks, doing the dishes so that tomorrow morning you don't have to, or it's not piling up. And also just, it's really important to declutter your space. So if you have a lot of things around the bedroom, see what you can give away or throw away, or what you need or don't need, because once you have a cleaner space around you, you just feel a lot more positive and at peace with yourself. It's really important because our environments really affect us. So keep in mind to tidy your space. This is one of my favorite tips, but make yourself feel beautiful. Treat yourself to a bath, a face mask, or put on that favorite lotion that you have. Do what might feel like a treat. Or if that feels like too much, take a shower if you haven't already. Brush your teeth if you haven't already. Sometimes these things can be hard too. There are days where it's hard to get out of bed. Just go and brush your teeth, take a quick shower, put on some clean clothes. You'll feel better after that too. Try that out and make sure that you incorporate it as often as you can, because it helps a lot to be and feel clean. This is another tip I have for you. Sleep early, wake up early. If you sleep early, it's easier to wake up early. You kind of just are programming your body to function with its natural state. When you wake up late, a lot of the times you might feel like you aren't utilizing your time as well as you could. So if you are waking up late, you might feel like, oh, I wasted so much time. I woke up past blank time, and I could have done this and this in the morning. But if you're sleeping earlier, you can wake up earlier most likely. That said, also one important thing about self-care is really about doing things for you. So it's really important not to try not to engage and talk like, oh, I slept so late last night, I have not been sleeping. Or like, it's not a competition to see who slept the latest, who didn't do their homework or didn't finish their work assignments, or who hasn't eaten the last whatever time. Please prioritize taking care of yourself. It's so important, and it's not a competition to see who doesn't. Just remind your friends too, please. This is something I'm working on, but if you're ever feeling discontent or upset, or something's just kind of getting on your nerves, try to refocus and move your energy towards being grateful and showing gratitude instead. And that really helps you to recenter your mind so that you are more solutions focused. Or if you're upset about something that's happening in life, focus on everything else good that's happening, because there's so much out there. Like, we're breathing clean air, we're doing this, we're doing that. There's so much we take for granted. So just be grateful. Keeping it in a log can be also good. Like, if you write down, if you like take notes on your phone, or if you're a journaler, just kind of keeping a log of the things you're grateful for really helps. Go back and look at all those notes that you have about things that you're grateful for, and it'll put a smile on your face to remember everything that you feel good about. Appreciate yourself and others. Show yourself some love. Do not compare yourself to others. this is something that's really important, because I think it's really natural to want to compare yourself to others, to measure your success by that of others, but it's really dangerous to do that. It's a toxic mindset that really kind of makes you competitive in a way that really what you're doing is not for yourself. It's just really important that you don't compare yourself to others, because everybody has something that they're good at and everyone has their strengths. So recognize yours, recognize that of others around you, and try to play off of each other's strengths. Do something that feels good and don't compare yourself, because at the end of the day, that's not gonna get you anywhere. Rather than comparing yourself and spending time doing that, or backbiting, or engaging in dialogue that really doesn't help, throw some compliments around. It'll make others feel good, but it'll also put a smile on your face. Another way you can practice self-care is to get in tune with nature. Go outside, take a walk, or even just sit on your doorstep and breathe in some fresh air. Look at the skies and notice all the clouds around you. Maybe watch the clouds move, feel the breeze in the air. Just get in tune with nature and recenter yourself. It can be a really calming experience, especially when you are having a hard day. Just try to remember that the world continues to go on all around you, and there's so much like wonder in all of that. So anytime something's going on, take a breather. You'll be okay. Show some love and express gratitude. I know I talked about keeping a gratitude log or journal maybe and doing reflections there, but express that gratitude. It really feels good to engage in conversations where positivity is being shared with one another. And when your relationships with others are positive, that has a positive effect on you and yourself. So lastly, my last tip would be put down your phone. So I know I have my phone out, but put down your phone and have some you time. Explore being with yourself. Just take that time to actually figure out what you like and what you care about. I think sometimes we invest way too much time on our phones and just like in other people's lives, and we forget about ourselves and we lose ourselves in that process. So just invest some time in yourself, put your phone away, put the distractions away, and just do what you find fun, do what makes you happy. These are like really small ways that you can really incorporate self-care throughout the day. This is something that you can do every single day easily, and it can become habitual to just do that and take care of yourself in that way and feel good and positive. But I want to note that a lot of times in our like community and society, self-care is reactionary. You don't really do self-care or say, oh, I need to take a self-care day until you're already stressed out, or you're feeling burnt out, or you're sad, or you're angry about something and you're just running yourself to the ground already. Rather than it being reactionary, try to take it as a precautionary measure instead, so that you're feeling good every single day, so that if something does come up that might stress you out, you're probably going to be able to handle that better and make decisions in a way that feels a lot more thorough than if you were stressed out and then trying to react to that stress by taking care of yourself and then dealing with everything that follows after that. But if you are feeling stressed out, please incorporate these tips into your day. I think it'll help a lot. I guarantee that some of this will really put a smile on your face and make your days easier. With that, I do have a lot more to say about self-care, and I want to talk about self-care from an Islamic standpoint and just like kind of nourishing yourself spiritually. So stay tuned for that. If you have ways that you engage in self-care that I didn't really talk about, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love for everybody to share with one another. It's just such an important part of our lives that we really neglect, and it's important to take care of ourselves and to treat ourselves well, because if we don't treat ourselves well, how can we expect that to come from anyone else? So stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching this all the way through. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. I think I got it all, and I'll see you soon, inshallah.